Hey friends, welcome back to the channel. On today's video, we're going to talk about how to make adventuring and camping easy. When I first started out camping, I started out kind of convoluted, got really simple, and then somehow turned convoluted again, and now have reverted back to simple. And I can tell you, the simpler you make it, the more often you're going to go. Now, don't get me wrong, there are adventure days where I pop myself into a hotel to make it super easy, but let's be real, budget, you can't always do that. And that shouldn't be your hindrance, especially if you have all the gear at home. So I wanted to show you my really simple 1 to 2 night camping setup. Now, the funny thing is I've actually did this setup for 6 days, 5 nights, 6 days as well. And it actually worked. I just had a bigger food bag and a bigger cooler. So the stuff I use on a regular basis, and if you hear that noise in the background, that is Feeney playing with a rock. We are kind of camped out in like a lava rocky area, so he loves them because they're super light. But anyways, I'm going to share with you my favorite tips for keeping camping super simple. If it's solo, another person could easily fit into here, as well as a dog. So first of all, keep it minimal. And I'm going to show you how I do that with my favorite trick. My knees are gonna crack for this shot, y'all. I'm too old for this. This is my favorite piece of camping gear. Now, I have a big Plano box on rollers if I'm going with a larger group or if I have a roof rack, and it works really well. But for single me, just a couple nights, or like I said, this also worked for 5 nights, this 3-drawer system works beautifully. Everything that is in here is just for camping. So when I get home, I will wash all of the utensils that I've used, put them right back in here. This goes into the garage and it's ready to go for another camping trip. So I don't have to think about what do I need to bring. I don't have to cross off lists. I don't have to like recheck. I know that if this is packed, which it always is, that I'm ready to go. So the only thing that I do take out of here sometimes is the propane, just because in the summer in Arizona, I don't want to leave it in the really hot garage. So let me show you what I have in each drawer. So this top drawer I like to call my gear drawer, I guess. So I have a mat that I like to put out underneath my car, which I will do here in a moment. I have both of our ponchos. I have a tarp. I have our bear spray. I have mashiwi. And then I have a poncho, like a packable poncho, and then hand warmers, and then towels, disposable towels. So this is kind of like my gear drawer. Second drawer is the kitchen, and you do kind of have to sometimes close it down. I really love these Sea to Summit bowls. You'll see Feeney's underneath of me. This is mine, their bowl, and their plate. And it's really great for storing food. So a lot of times on a 2-night trip, I will make just 1 dinner and then store this in the cooler for the next night. So another simple trick is keeping your meals really easy. Then I have all my brew mates, my kettle, I have a pot back there, I have a pan. I'm not gonna take it all out because it's really hard to get back in. I have Clorox wipes, I have this is a really hard angle, silverware set. So yeah, the only thing I don't have in here today is the skillet because I didn't need it. So I took it out for more room for brewmates. I have a lot of brewmates. And I swear they go in easier when you're not on camera. And then the bottom drawer right now is pretty empty, and it would usually have my skillet in here actually. And I have my propane for coffee. I have my pour over. My lights are in here. 1 light is currently charging. And then I have, you can't go without your protein powder, toilet paper, and then duct tape. My emergency kit always stays in the car, so that's in the car. Oh, and you can't forget the wine bottle opener. If you ever forget it though, y'all, you can open a bottle of wine on the tree. I've done it. So this makes life super simple. All right, the other thing I like to do for really easy, just overnight or 2-nighter trips, is just to have an easy peasy pantry bag. I have Feeney's food in here. I have all my snacks. I have my lunches. I have my supplements. I have my trail snacks. It's kind of a hodgepodge. I have my coffee. This I literally just take from food that I already have. So tonight we are gonna just have good old peanut butter or almond butter ramen. Like, these are just things that I keep in the house that I don't ever eat on a regular basis, but I have like a hiking trail running bin, and then I have a camping bin that has like instant mashed potatoes and like the chana masala packs and pasta packs and potato packs and just things like that that make getting out really simple. I eat uber healthy, so there are some trips that like I want to really adhere to certain nutritional guidelines, and so I will bring more. But tonight I just wanted to get out, so I kept my food as simple as humanly possible. Lunch, we had these are awesome. And really the only reason I need my stove is for boiling water for coffee, which is the most important reason, and to heat up the ramen noodles. So I don't have a like single burner like a MSRP or a jet boil, so I just bring the stove. I'll probably upgrade at some point just to keep life super simple, or not upgrade, just expand, because I think you still need stoves. But then yeah, that's my next thing that I bring is just my stove. I have this foldable table that works perfect, and then I kept things stupid simple today, and I only have some alcoholic beverages and creamer, so I just have a freezer bag. Like it's just a small bag with one thing in it to keep things cold, because it's going to be 31 overnight, so it'll be just fine. I'll drink my creamer in the morning and we'll be done. And then the only other thing that I have in my campsite is a chair. Whoops. So I love my Kelty couch. I bring it even though, no. So Phoenix, get it. Yes. So I love my Kelty couch, and even though it is kind of big and it's definitely not what I would call minimal, I bring it because it's just easy. It's what I have, and I think that's really important on keeping things simple. Yeah, a smaller chair would probably be a little... No, it's all over a rock, people. Yes, get it. Yes, get it. Yes. The dork. But I go with what I have, so I try not to make things super complex. I don't buy expensive gear. All of the utensils that are in that drawer are the $1.50, which are probably now $3 because inflation. Utensils from Walmart, and they just stay in there. They're 6 years old, y'all. They are 6 years old, and they have not melted, and they're still going strong, so you don't need to spend a lot of money. It's a busy road. That's what you get, I guess, for the view, because this is like a road known for the view. But that is all I have in my campsite. Now, I do sleep in my car. You could easily throw a tent, and it's not going to really bring your gear level up a lot. A tent, a sleeping bag, a pillow, and a sleep pad isn't really going to bring your gear levels up a lot. I just sleep in my car because I like sleeping in my car because it's super cozy. So that's my camp setup. That's how you make it easy, y'all. Use things that you have, or if you have the budget, go to Walmart and get like the lower quality $1.50, $3 items, and just stow them away. The Sea to Summit bowls, those are $12, and they're the lid's a plate and a bowl. Like, I have that. I have my disposable silverware, came from Old Navy of all places, for $4.99 in checkout. So you can find things everywhere, and it doesn't have to be super expensive. It doesn't have to be super convoluted. Yes, do I come out sometimes and do I cook meals over the fire? You bet your bottom dollar I do. Do you bet your bottom dollar that sometimes I come with freshly prepared foods and salads and breakfasts and eggs and pancakes? Absolutely I do. But not every time. Sometimes if you just want to get out, make it simple, make it accessible, keep a bin packed, even if it's not this bin, which by the way was $7.99 at Walmart. Plano boxes are amazing. Things that entertain him, and hopefully you. But that's as simple as it can be. Now, if you have a significant other, you might need to bring a little more food, but guess what? Cans of soup and chili and things like that are super easy, even to bring with a partner, to make your life just super easy. You can pack this up on a Thursday night before work Friday, and literally just grab your freezer bag or your cooler and go on Friday, so that you can get out, explore, adventure without the stress and without the weighing down. And then there are definitely those moments. I am all for a fancy charcuterie board or a fancy feast and things like that, but not every time. You don't have to do it every time. When you have this view and this alcoholic beverage and this feenie, I mean, you just don't need much else, do you? You just don't need much else. I hope you enjoyed this little tips video. I don't do these very often. I'm more of your adventure girl kind of thing, but it's really important to me to share what I do to make it simple, because I had to learn along the way. And I remember thinking the first time I used this thing that I was like the most brilliant person ever, and then somebody else was like, oh, I've used that forever, and I was like, I've never heard of that. So here you go. I'm sharing it with you now. I'm gonna go play rock with my dog, and I will see you on the next video.